everybody, I'm Wes Schneider, the lead rules designer on Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, and today we're here to talk about the new character options you can find in this book. One of the first elements that players can look forward to are lineages. Lineages are a new option for races that allow your character's race to evolve in the course of your story, potentially becoming a character like a DHAMPIR, a Hexblood, or a Reborn that has had some development or monstrous element creep into their being in the course of their adventuring. You'll also find dark gifts, which are a type of supernatural gifts, every one of which comes with some terrifying string attached. These dark gifts are highly customizable, allowing you to give your character a horror tinge in the way that's appropriate for the terror tale that you want to explore. Beyond this, you'll also find 2 new haunted subclasses and 2 new backgrounds. To talk about these in more detail is Principal Rules Designer Jeremy Crawford.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Crawford, Principal Rules Designer of Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, and I'm here to talk about the new player character options in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. This book introduces 3 new playable races that are presented with a new special title, Lineages. These are races that you can give to your character either at character creation, or you can adopt this lineage over the course of play. Because in horror stories, characters often are faced with dread transformations, either of themselves or of others, and these Gothic lineages give you the opportunity to undergo a transformation yourself. We give you 3 options for those transformations. You can become a DHAMPIR, and this is a person who is connected to vampires in some way. You decide for your character what that connection is. We have the Hexblood. Hexbloods are people who have been shaped or descended from hags or similar fey creatures. Finally, we have the Reborn. This is a person who has realized that they have been dead before and have been returned to life for some purpose, which the player character might be aware of or might come to discover over the course of a campaign. One of the new elements of the 3 Gothic lineages is a new trait called Ancestral Legacy, allowing you to bring skill proficiencies and any special speeds that you had in the previous race into the new one. You also have the option, if you decide that you don't want your character to have been another D&D race before joining one of these Gothic lineages, we let you select some skill proficiencies to just customize the type of character you want this person to be as they embark on their new life as a DHAMPIR, a Hexblood, or a Reborn. One of the other exciting and also horrific options available in the book are the dark gifts. These are a new type of character customization. You get these because of some Gothic story event. Now, these dark gifts you can choose at character creation, or you can gain them over the course of a campaign. Very similar to the Gothic lineages that also appear in this book. Again, this theme of customization, of making your character in this Ravenloft campaign exactly what this person should be for the horror story that they are a part of. Now, these dark gifts have some twists. They not only give you new abilities, but they also present to you new challenges. Each of them has something that can happen to you that might complicate your adventuring life. These dark gifts include things like gathered whispers, where you hear strange whispers around you at all times, a living shadow that follows you around. One of my favorites is the dark gift of the Watchers. If you have the Watchers, There are strange spectral creatures that follow you around that you can see. As a result of them, you can actually control them and use them to scout out areas and whatnot. But because of their presence and the distracting effect of them, it actually makes it extremely difficult for your character whenever you're trying to be charismatic, trying to influence people, because what you see around you are these squirming or crawling or whining creatures all around. Each of the dark gifts has this bright side for you, but then also this grim side. Inside Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, you'll find two new subclasses, the College of Spirits for the Bard, as well as the Undead Patron for Warlocks. The Bard is a wondrous version of the class who gains powerful abilities by communing with spirits from beyond. And we are purposefully vague about, are these the spirits of the dead? Are they spirits from some divine realm? Yes, neither, both. That's for you and your dungeon master to sort out in a particular campaign. But wherever these spirits are coming from, they whisper tales to the bard, and the bard is then able to use what they hear from the spirits to empower themselves and their allies. Now, the Undead Patron for the Warlock, this is for any warlock who has wanted to seek out power from a great undead figure. The core mechanic in this subclass is you, through a dread, undead-like form, gaining the qualities of undead creatures yourself. Inside the book, you'll also find two backgrounds that you can use at character creation to flesh out your character's past. One of them, the haunted one, is ready for you to create a character who, as is in the name of the background itself, haunted by some grim fact in your past. And that haunting, that harrowing event, carries forward into your character's life to this day and affects who they are. The other background in the book is the investigator, being this character who is wandering through the mists, seeking answers to the domains of dread's many mysteries, using your proficiencies and whatnot as an investigator to aid your group's journey through these realms of horror.
With all of these options, we really wanted to explore the types of horror stories that players can create through their own characters. Ravenloft isn't just about terrifying monsters and dreaded dark lords, but it's about the horror within oneself and the stories that you can tell as you realize that there's a creeping dread emerging from within your own character. I'm super excited to see all of the terrifying characters that players out there end up creating. Thanks so much for watching.